welcome to today's stream. Hello. How are you guys doing? We are continuing our story writing session from last time, which I wanted to work on it like before I started stream today, but the thing is, like, ended up working on and preparing on other stuff instead, so I didn't have time. But basically what I've decided is that I will finish what I didn't finish from Cleo Victoria off stream, and then I will just do kind of like a loose outline for the next villains about like kind of what happens throughout their life. Just like a loose outline, and then I'll probably go in and like finish it off stream, basically. What's the announcement? Oh yeah, I forgot that I'm doing an announcement today. I'll probably announce it closer towards the end of stream because I just kind of want to jump into the writing session and then just like start as soon as possible. Just because this will be a kind of shorter stream, or like it'll be on the shorter side of things. So yeah, I'll talk about the announcement a little bit later, like probably towards the end of stream. And then for anyone who misses this stream, I'll probably post it in the community tab on YouTube's. What do I even have for the villains? Because we have Katiana, which I think we'll start with Katiana first. Sad short stream. I mean, it's not that much shorter. I'm only planning on making it just an hour shorter. Yeah, Katiana, we have Hargreaves, a guitarist, whoever Johnny Two Hands is, a keyboardist. And then we have Cleo, who is like the first evil organization leader, but I think we should probably also put in the other one. So let me just take this. By the way, the Google Doc I'll be working on today is linked in the chat. Let's see. I'll erase that and put second evil organization leader. There's gonna be 3. And then here is the 3rd that we'll have to come up with. She's the first and the one who like made everything, but then we also have 2 others that help her kind of do everything, basically. Time to get our creative juices flowing. Yeah, I got choco milk with me. I have some choco milk. Also, I just realized I forgot to post on Twitter. There we go. I have some choco milk to help me with my creative session today. Or actually, I don't know if it'll help me, but it will give me some good old sugar flowing through my veins. I'm listening to some mood music too to kind of help me. I'm probably gonna play this one first. Okay. Oh, actually, something that I was thinking about Cleo's storyline, which I'm gonna add in real quick before I forget. So I was trying to brainstorm earlier, but let's see. So we're gonna go this. Like, why does she start going to the extremes of destroying knowledge of all kind? I was gonna put in the next village she goes to live in as a bad blood with a neighbor village. At some point, event is triggered, which causes all-out battle between the villages. The village she lives in. I'll add this like properly next time, but like the village she lives in loses the battle. Battle due to lack of advanced weaponry. Weaponry. Okay. Maelo, you just gave me a great idea. Time to make some hot cocoa. Yeah, make whatever. Like, if you guys... I'm gonna be mostly just kind of writing my thing. But if you guys want to join me in this at all, go get your drinks, get comfy, maybe work on your own things. It's gonna be just kind of like a work and chill stream. Also about the occult idea I made, if you remember it, will you consider it as an idea you might use? More like a lack of skills? Skill issue? Dang. Let me look at that again, because I can't remember what was going on with that. Let me see. I don't think I was gonna add the thing about the cult, just because I think the idea that you had for the cult was different from what would fit in the storyline. If that makes sense. But I do have some of the characters that you listed that I might create, like, add into the story. Like, I don't know if they will all make it into the story, but I do have those characters, but I will look at those at another time. Right now, I'm just gonna work on some of the main villains that we have, which is Cleo, which is one of the, like, the evil organization leader. The one that is, like, bent on destroying any advanced technology, basically, from the past. Or information from the past. And then we're gonna move on to working on with Katiana, because, like, we're probably gonna confront Katiana first, and then Cleo and her organization next, because Katiana is kind of like the red herring, acting as a part of Cleo's organization, but she's not actually a part of the organization, if that makes sense. Yippee! I just hope at least one character makes it in. Yeah, there was a couple of characters that I was like, oh, I'm sure they could work into the story. I'm not sure how yet. So don't worry, I will look into it and think about it. I am just working on other things right now. You know. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this up again. Oh my god, I had to mute. I freaking went in a sneezing fit. Holy crap. Okay. What I meant to say is that I'm gonna put, no, not this. What was the other thing? This? Up. Just so people are aware, and then working on... Well, have I finished working on Cleo's backstory? Due to lack of advanced weaponry. Yeah. And then I'll flesh that out properly at another time. Okay. So, now we're gonna work on Katiana's backstory. Because Katiana... You know, I have a feeling that Katiana and her crew are gonna have a bigger... What do you call it? Impact on the story than I think right now, currently. Because I have a couple ideas of things that they're gonna do, what stuff they'll be involved in, and stuff like that, but... Nothing, like, super major yet. But I feel like Katiana and her crew will be showing up quite often in the story, so... I'm gonna go back up to the top of the page. And let me look at the kind of character sheet that I made for her a while back. And I'm gonna highlight her name in red. So then I can pinpoint where I'm at. Whoa. Yeah. That's too dark. I need this, maybe? There we go. Okay. So we know that she has like a pirate's crew that stole an airship from someone else. I don't know who yet. A while ago, and then her and her crew just kind of do whatever they want, but the reason they're working with Cleo's team of people is because they made a deal that benefits both of them, and so they're just working with them to, I don't know, maybe achieve but probably to achieve some sort of goal in regards to some information maybe that they came across or something, I don't know. And then all we know about them is that, like, they're a pretty ragtag group that just kind of causes chaos wherever they go. But also that there's this kind of like dual life that they live, I guess, like in a way, where it's like, yes, they're a pirate crew that's pretty... Well, I won't say pretty feared, but they are people that a lot of others don't want to deal with just because they destroy a lot of things and just steal a lot of things all the time, wherever they land. But they're also known for their band that they have within this pirate crew type of thing. Which, like, regardless of what people's opinions on them will be, they have a pretty large following just for their music. So, in a way, their reputation is, like, kind of mixed in terms of the world setting that they lived in. There's a lot of people that obviously hate them, but there's also just as many people who are fans of them. So I'd say they're equally hated and loved at the same time. Just because of the type of crew that they are. And so to kind of create this kind of like balance of like hate-love with the people around them, I feel like Tatiana has to be quite the character to be able to lead such a chaotic kind of ragtag group of people. And also, like, you know, you can be a villain going around stealing, destroying things without having any good reputation of any sort. But I feel like she, like, figuring out kind of like how she builds this kind of pirate crew band thing and how they kind of grow famous would be fun. So I'm gonna be starting from probably her origin and then branching out until figuring out the timeline until where she and her crew are currently and how they even came into the contract with Cleo in the first place. There's probably some parts that I'm gonna omit, especially with the contract with Cleo's group, for the sake of not spoiling plot-related things, but up until how she gets to the point she is now is stuff that you guys can know, so I will be writing it in the Gold Doc. I will try to say out loud what I'm writing, but I may forget, so that's what the Google Doc is there for. Back with hot cocoa? Yay! I'm glad you got your hot cocoa. Okay. Maelo, what type of characters do you need? I don't really need... Well, actually, it's not that I don't need characters. It would be nice if I could get ideas for maybe some of the other villain leads for Cleo's group, basically. Just so you know. Shinji? Terrible news, Michael. I have made a new email. Who is this? What other name did you go by? Because... 'tis I? Soul Dipper? Wait, is that your alternate account? Oh my god. Yo. Wait. Is that your alternate account or am I mistaken? No. I made it yesterday. Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically, in terms of new characters, all I need is ideas for the other, like, cult organization leads. That is the same group that belongs to Cleo's party, basically. And some ideas as to some of the band members slash crewmates. Because we have... In terms of the crewmates under Katiana, we have Hargreaves, which we kind of worked on a little bit, which is, like, basically her first mate within the pirate crew. He's, like, also the drummer, and keeps her in check a little bit. I don't actually know where I wrote that down. I just know that I fleshed him out a little bit last stream for some reason, I think. I'm not misremembering. But we also need to know, like, who the guitarist is for the band, who exactly Johnny Two Hands is. All we know is that Johnny Two Hands has a peg leg, the keyboardist for the group, stuff like that. Just some ideas for those characters. For the private eel people, what roles do you need? Those roles. Sorry. I guess I answered your question before I read it. Those are the roles that I need to figure out kind of like what type of characters those people are. All I need is a VTuber PNG so I can start unleashing great terror upon the world. Oh my god. I wish you the best of luck on your journey. But yeah, any information, like if you need any information, they're all under the story with chat Google Doc notes for some of the other characters within this story. The actual character sheet Google Doc has some of them listed down on there, but not all of them. Mainly some of the more important characters. It's also been recently pinned to the Discord. Yeah, that's true. It's also pinned in the Discord. So I'll just kind of go through all of them. Because I have some, like, ideas listed down, but not anything, like, fully fleshed out, you know? Okay. And then Katiana. So, what we know about Katiana as a character... Oh, I did write Hargreaves information. It's under the characters worksheet. Oh, I didn't know. Okay. So I got a little bit of an idea for the first mate, so we're good with that one. The rest of them needed more work, though. Okay, what we know about Katiana. She has pretty fit body and a sun-kissed from the time spent on the ship, has smile wrinkles around her eyes from laughing too much throughout her life. Okay. Has some light scarring on her face. And she is one of the brightly colored haired characters of the story with purple hair that she dyes. Katiana is pretty loud and boisterous. She goes with the flow and does whatever she sets her mind to. If she sees something that she wants, she'll get it. Her interests in things tend to be fleeting, but her passion for music is constant. Very charismatic and enjoy putting enjoys putting on performances. As a result, this ends up in a very dramatic and flamboyant interactions wherever she goes. Okay. And the only thing about her background that I have written down is Katiana is the captain of a pirate's crew. They travel the skies on a stolen and rare airship. Her crew does what they want when they want, often causing havoc in any area they appear in. They will do whatever they need to pilfer supplies from others, earning them a reputation as rowdy troublemakers. As a side hobby, this particular crew also has specialized members that play as a part of the crew's rock band. These band members consist of close, mostly childhood friends of Katiana. Their band is widely known across the world, and no matter people's backgrounds, they always have a massive following showing up to their performances. They get temporarily hired by the evil organization to get a specific mission done for them. In exchange for something they want, Katiana also has a cat named Al-Malal, honorary member of the band, which, by the way, for some of you who might have missed the stream where this cat came in, it actually was a result of one of the people in chat having the cat stuff on their keyboard and then type random stuff in chat that resulted to Al-Malal, and so we just named the cat that. I think, if I'm not misremembering. Pretty sure that's what happened. Anyways, we got actually a pretty good thing going here with the background, so I'm gonna copy and paste this over to the villain's backstory part. I'm also gonna include here, I'm gonna copy this and then, sorry, I'm going back to Cleo for a second. Because I'm gonna write here, role in the story. Main villain of the story. Well, I don't know, I'm capitalizing story. Okay. Because then, if we go with... No, not Hargreaves. Tatiana. She and her crew are just antagonists. Antagonist. Alright. And then we're gonna have this. Or wait. Okay. Nope. I need to copy and paste what was in this page. Okay, this and then here. What is the font? Okay, let's just go up to 13. Okay, so this is what we have written down from the other thing, but I'm gonna expand on this more. Okay. Let's see. For the guitarist, her name can be Nya Ledin? Wait, why Nya Ledin? I can make the name more parody if you want. She is sassy and very caring for the other crew members. Her best friend is Johnny Two Hands. She is a former member of some military organization but run away from it. I can't think of a reason. Also, Nya is skilled in combat. I'm sorry, I cannot take that first name seriously just because of anime culture. But the guitarist is sassy and very caring for the other crew members. Bestie is Johnny Two Hands. We can include that. Where do I have her written down anyways? Oh, here. Writing this down in the character worksheet. As is, and then I'll expand upon it later. But I don't know if there would be any military organizations in this world. They're all kind of living in villages and stuff, kind of spread throughout. But she could be a former member of... Well, I don't know. Like a former military base, maybe? I don't know. I'll think about that later. Okay, Katiana. Let me think. I didn't write anything else down for her, right? Let's see. Oh, she learned how to make music through a local band in her city. I'm gonna add that in. Okay, so it's something that she learned in the city she lived in. And then... Okay. She grew up on the streets? Okay. Looking for something. I'm not writing anything down, but I'm looking for something. Oh, where did it go? Oh, wait. Okay. Cause M think Maelo looks into truly inspirational. You're welcome, you guys. I am here to give all the wonderful quotes during this writing session. Okay. We're doing a loose outline. I don't need to, like, do what I did for Cleo last time, where, like, basically wrote a mini story, kind of. I mean, it's kind of also loose outline, but that's, like, more in-depth than what I meant to go. Meant to do, more like. So... for Katiana... we do know... well, okay, I'll add that... due to her parent... why is this font bigger? The heck? Parents... her young age... no other family around. Tatiana grew up these streets with other children in similar situations. Okay. If she learned music from a local band in her city... but, like, why? Like, what would they do? How? Where? Why? When? Well, she grew several of these children while growing up. Some of them will join her and the crew she forms later on in life. So for Johnny Two Hands, do you have anything written down for him? Only that he has a peg leg. That's it. I think we might have, like, jokingly talked about some things regarding Johnny, but I don't remember what. I don't remember what we wrote, and I didn't write any of it down, so it probably wasn't anything super defining of Johnny Two Hands' character. But that was like 2 or 3 streams ago. What if we give him 2 peg legs? Isn't he supposed to be like... What even is he? Hold on. Well, I think he just uses a peg leg because he can't afford getting like a steam-powered leg. I think. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay. After I eat, I will make Johnny like characteristics and stuff? Sure. Whatever that entails. Oh, how does one join the list of people if it's still open? List of people? For what specifically? The characters we're making are just random people. It's not anything like anyone in chat specifically. You can just throw out ideas and we might or might not add them depending on if it will fit the story. Right now I'm just working on some backstories for some of the villains. But welcome into the stream. Let me give you a little bit of context though. So we have a couple of different Google Doc links in the description below if you would like to take a look at them. But basically, this kind of like writing project that we're doing is one where Chat and I basically have just been making this from the ground up. Where we started with just like figuring out the plot and like the general setting and just kind of like what type of world this is. I went into this thinking that this was gonna be a chaotic and unserious story, but we ended up creating something that is not too far off from a future that we may or may not have. Along with, you know, some pretty out there elements, because we have one of our villains is like a pirate crew that also is a rock band, so you know we do have some silly elements, but basically this is kind of a post-apocalyptic steampunk story, and people in chat just help me, you know, come up with character ideas or character designs, maybe some ideas for how the world works and stuff like that. And so now what I'm doing is just taking some of these ideas that we've thrown out and kind of implementing them more into the story. So I'm just working on some of the main villains that we've come up with. We don't have a lot of like main villain characters, but I'm just working on things that I can show. And then basically I'm gonna be taking this story and making it into a choose your own story where chats will be able to actually interact with this world and guide it to an ending, basically, of their own choosing, I guess you could say. Maelo is a villain? I mean, based off what I've shared of my lore so far, would you guys say I'm more of a hero or a villain? I won't give y'all an answer, but based off what I shared of my lore so far, or just general vibes of my design, what do you guys think? Where do you guys think I land? All you guys know is that I'm a wood elf and a forest guardian. But does that make me inherently good or bad? I don't know. Hero? A really cool person? Thank you. Forest caretaker? Good? Interesting. Okay, getting back to Katiana, because I was working on her. Let's see. I'm supposed to be creating an outline for Katiana, and I am just like doing the same thing that I did last time. Oh well. Oh well. to her life is the local band that would put on performances for the people of the city. The I guess leader of the band took Katiana under their wing and taught her everything she knows about music. I'll go back a little bit at this point, but the harsh environment they grew up unstayed them into adulthood, thus marking their chaotic approach to stealing and destroying things. Okay. Another thing that I forgot to mention is this is kind of just a general working stream. I don't know how else to mention it, but like, I work on things and people who join the stream can also work on things. It's kind of like that. Katiana's coat cape thing should absolutely be the most confusing thing in the entire story. Never explain how it just sticks on and doesn't come off. Well, I don't know if that's gonna be the official design yet. Purely because we haven't actually done the official designing of these characters. That's coming after I get some more of the just groundwork in a second. Okay, give me a second, chat. Okay. I mean, she could have a coat cape thing. But if she flies through the air, that'd be... How would that work? Oh yeah, I should add to the title that there's an announcement in this stream. Oh my god. That's announcement. Announcement. Save. Okay. Unlike Cleo, I don't think that Tatiana really has like a super deep, dark history that like left her traumatized and hating people in the world or something. I feel like Tatiana, just because she grew up on the streets, you know, got used to that like gotta do what I need to survive sort of mindset, and then just kind of like enjoys the freeness and kind of like chaoticness of it all. So she just kind of sticks with what she always like kind of knew how to do, basically. And the only thing that really grounded her maybe a little bit was just like her love for music, basically. Is what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know. In my heart, I don't feel like Tatiana could be fully evil, despite everything, you know, despite, you know, destroying a lot of things when she goes places. She doesn't specifically go out to, like, unalive people, you know? First suggests that it could potentially tie to her with belts, but then make her just take it off like in Yakuza at the start of concert. The coat cape thingy? Maybe Tatiana is like the type of care for those in needs and screw everyone else. Yeah. It's like, I'm just gonna care for the people who are around me, and then everyone else, whatever, you know? But she won't go out of her way to, like, do anything to them, you know? Though, obviously, her crew stealing and destroying things doesn't help anyone else that is affected by that, but... I think I'm gonna actually separate this and then add in this part, this little paragraph right here, that Tatiana at a young age learned about the concept of pirates and she loved... Oh, well, how do I write this? The stories she heard sounded like her ideal version of what are the words I'm looking for? What she wanted to be like grew up. Okay. No, she's a Robin Hood-esque character? Is she, though? Which makes sense with how she is a rock star that supposedly has a bunch of fans, which is how she gets so many shows. But is hated by authorities because she steals from the rich? Do you think her targets would be from, like, the more wealthy then? I was just thinking she attacks, like, different cities and people at random. I'm done munching. Maelo, do you want to make the backstory of Johnny Two Hands? I'm currently working on the backstory of Katiana. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Because then that would make her just more morally gray rather than a villain, you know? Then that makes her not a villain. Or an antagonist, even. So maybe what makes her an antagonist is her allying up with the evil organization for a little bit? I don't know. Is it more, like, morally gray her thing? No? No, we never really specifically, like, explain what exactly she does. All I do know, or at least not from what I remember anyways. All we do know is that we listed her under the villains thing. She is, like, oddly popular, like, her band and stuff are just oddly popular despite them causing chaos and stuff. I mean, I don't know. If you guys really want to, we could make her more just, like, only an antagonist because of her working with Cleo's group. I don't know. But in my mind, she was just more kind of like, is in it for her own crew, and that's it. Because that's all, like, that's all there were. Like, that's all she had basically growing up, you know? Her and her gang needs to be a Majima archetype. What is that? What is a Majima archetype? According to something or another, in the Yakuza games, Majima is a bit of a class clown. Someone with a Joker-esque personality. Well, yeah, they're, like, pretty chaotic and flamboyant. We do got that down. And they have, like, a pretty, like, party-esque energy to them. With how they go about, like, doing things. But that doesn't mean that what they're doing is any less... I guess evil? I don't know how else to say it. I want to have them appear in the most random stuff. They'll definitely have a lot of appearances, but maybe just not in the way that you think they might show up. Or they might show up, I mean. Maybe in terms of outline for things. Maybe I should put this here. And then this here. How they stole and destroyed things. Okay. Once the story is finished, or we have something to work with when you do that, we chat should make a co-writer's edition where we put all the jokes and references in. I mean, you guys could. That could be a project you guys make or something. I was thinking that if I'm gonna be coding this into a visual novel thing, I could just like post the game somewhere for free. So that anyone can access it and play it whenever, basically. But that's like way in the future. Imagine on Steam? I don't know. I would probably put it on just like some indie game developer website somewhere. Just because it's not an actual serious game. It's just a medium I'm using to tell a story. With mostly story elements rather than game elements. Because there's not gonna be like any minigames or anything with this. It's just the visual novel aspect is convenient. Oh no! Wait, chat, I dropped the lid for my chocolate milk. Give me a second. Oh my god. Okay. Helltakers on Steam for free. There are just straight up visual novels on Steam though. I mean, yeah, there are visual novels, but they're usually made there with the intention of being an actual visual novel, you know? Johnny Two Hands loves food and his crew members, his besties. Yeah, Johnny is very optimistic, has a lot of energy and extremely friendly, though he is very irritable and can get serious at times. Sounds like a very friendly pirate crew. Well, besides Hargreaves. Hargreaves is a little... I think I wrote him to be a little bit more serious. Okay. And so in the timeline, she makes the pirate crew probably gonna rewrite this, like gathering as she grew up, gathered, no, not fathered, gathered the to form her ideal pirate crew. Their main goal was to acquire an quote-unquote actual pirate ship. The fire is gone? What is that a quote from? I feel like I need to be listening to more chaotic music to capture Katiana's and crew's chaotic energy. Actual pirate ship, let's see. Listen to Adachi's theme? Who is that? Who is Adachi? From what game? Oh, Persona 4? Persona 4! I'll give it a listen once I finish the current song I'm listening to. Katiana eventually left her city with a small group of crewmates. That went with her on a quest to acquire said pirate ship. The Earth was devastated by the Earth Movers, causing the eternal night. The Earth Movers slowly powered down, stretching out their antennas to heavens, calling for God, but no answer machines could feel. What is this quoting? What is this from? I am confused. Along their travels, that's when Katiana heard about one of the few steam powered airships that existed. No. One of the few steam-powered airships that steam-powered airships that like why could I not think of words that I'm searching for? I'm listening to Adachi's theme. Existed during that time, I guess. Just a random piece of Ultra Kill lore. And Ultra Kill machines are sentient? Oh, I see. And also fueled by blood? That's crazy. Mankind is dead, but blood is fuel, hell is full. Dang. Sounds like a pretty interesting world. Yeah, I need to finish up her outline. The plan was successful. The plan was successful and her crew grew notorious. Successful somehow, I should add. So successful somehow, and the crew grew notorious for stealing a rare airship. I'm also probably gonna add in somewhere Oh. I should add after this. Her band made a first appearance while performing on the airship. Oh! Her bands made their first appearance performing on the airship before they stole from a village, maybe. Making it... Huh. No. The night after they stole it, okay. Some point it became a tradition for the crew to perform after accomplishing a successful raid or after a good meal, maybe? I don't know. Tatiana's who their music. What is pillaging? Pillaging. My God. Tatiana's. There we go. Do you want to know how Ultra Kills lore? Watch Aiden makes things videos about the lore. If I want to know more about it, that's where I would watch more. Or like, learn more about it, I guess. Good to know. If I ever feel curious about Ultra Kill lore, I will look there. need to think about just like how Katiana's group kind of like makes a, I guess, contract with the evil organization group, Cleo's group. Like, how does Cleo convince them to work with her? What is it? What is in it for them that they can't get through normal means, you know? Because, like, I feel like in order for Cleo to want to work with a team like Katiana's, there would have to be something pretty big and mutually like exclusive for both of them to be able to work together, even if only for a short period of time, just because their methods and approach to things are like quite different, you know? So I feel like there has to be something pretty, like some pretty good reason why they're working together, even if it's only for like not too long. Should we Pulp Fiction it? I don't actually know what the meaning of Pulp Fiction is. Pulp Fiction refers to a genre of racy action-based stories published in cheaply printed magazines from 19th to 1950s. No, I want it actually to have like a good reason, you know? I don't want it to be something like, well, it might be a little bit silly on the pirate cruise end of thing. But Cleo is anything but silly. Time to go into thinking mode. I was thinking about the briefcase trope. What's the briefcase trope? Explain. Sorry, I was not paying. I wasn't looking at chat for a second because I was just in deep thoughts mode. Not actual deep thoughts, just deep thinking mode. of thinking about it, like, with the briefcase trope, do you mean, like, what's in the briefcase type of thing? Or, like, something important being in a briefcase? I don't know specifically what you're talking about with that. Yeah, it's the what's in the briefcase trope. Oh, I see. And in the end, it's revealed to be something stupid. Oh, okay. Hmm. My god. I just came up with an idea, but would it work? I don't know. I can't write it down on there, though. Okay, hold on. Cleo. Okay, well, more like Katsiana. Eventually comes across Cleo. That ends up with them working together under a contract. Cleo convinces Kati do something for her in exchange. For something. Wait. Leo convinces Katiana to do something for her in exchange for... Garen. No. Garen? To Katiana in return. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this. And expand upon it on a different sheet. Probably. I'll add it here, probably. Then add in... What? Okay. Okay. So I have an idea for how Cleo convinces Katiana to join her in a contract. But I don't know if that will actually stay or not. Anyways, this mission that Katiana is sent on is how her and her crew come across the main cast. There we go. On several occasions? Okay, she haunts. Okay. That's kind of a loose outline of Katiana's story. So now something that I actually want to work on more is who the other organization leaders are. And why it's not just like Cleo being the main leader and then she has like underlings, you know? I mean, I guess she still is the main leader, but she works in conjunction with these other people. I feel like I need to work on these characters before I move on to anything else. Gotta look at Pinterest for character inspirations. You guys have any ideas for any of the other two evil organization leaders? Let me know. LeBron James, scream if you love TTX Apex Predator? What? Even? What does that mean? Now, mind you, these people have to be equally as deranged as Cleo. Like, they also have to be as equally passionate about her and being like, we don't need technology from the past. Destroy it all. Ah! You know? What's their names? I have nothing. I literally have no character sheets for them. I have nothing for them. Literally nothing. I was just like, either I work on their backstory first and then create how they actually look like later and their names and everything, or I come up with their names first and then come up with everything else later. I don't know. What should we work on first? Welcome in, your Queen Serval. Did you miss me? I mean, it has been a while since I've seen ya. Welcome into chat. How you doing? Thinking time? Yeah, thinking time. I'm trying to look for character inspiration on Pinterest, but nothing's really striking a chord with me. What's going on? We're coming up with... So we're working on the villains of a story I'm writing with chat. We're working on their backstories. But, one of the main villains of the story has two other, like, leaders within the kind of, like, cult-ish group that they have. So basically I was just asking, like, do you guys have any ideas for what the other two leaders could be, either with name, or personality, or just, like, role within the story? It's basically what we're trying to figure out. Kind of just because, like, we got Cleo, who's, like, a very serious, very kind of, like, traumatized person that, like, absolutely hates anything to do with past technology because it just, like, seems too dangerous to her and, like, gives too much hope to the people for hoping that they will be able to get back to the point where they can use that past technology, even though that's practically impossible in the, like, environment that they live in and stuff like that. So she, like, becomes obsessed with destroying anything that has to do with the past, basically. And so she's a part of a group that, like, all works towards kind of achieving the goal of destroying everything from the past, I guess. Quincy Fernock, very serious. And his being, and he will do anything to get his way, ran away from his home village after his brother murdered his parents? Change if you want. Oh my gosh. That's quite a concept you came up with. Ah, man, I don't know though, like, trying to think, but my brain is just empty. I remember Cleo from the first stream I joined, yeah. Still working on, well, I mostly finished Cleo's backstory last time. There's still a couple of stuff that I haven't finished. But now we're working on Cleo's, like, companions, I guess. Also, Quincy came back and murdered his brother? Dang. What the heck? Why? Why so dark right off the bat? Steam? What about Steam? How would other people aligned with Cleo's vision come together? And why? Should add cannibalism? Why? They're not that desperate of living situations, though maybe in some areas they might be. I will not elaborate? What do you mean you will elaborate? What do you mean, Steam? Do I have any more songs by this person on this playlist? I already petitioned for capitalism and got rejected. Like, the thing is, I can't just add things, throw things in there just because. We have to add things in if they make sense for the story. You know? That's why. Maelo, what type of music are you looking for? Kind of like post-apocalyptic, sci-fi-ish music. Not anything like super specific. I don't know, just anything that you guys think matches like kind of the mood and setting for this world, this post-apocalyptic, steampunk-ish world. I got nothing? No, it's okay. It's kind of like specific. I definitely think we could put Quincy Furnock as like maybe the second organization leader. I'm gonna put in the name that you put in, Beeswarmer, but as for the actual backstory, I don't know. You gotta figure out something that I feel like checks out, you know? Paranock. Well, I'm gonna work on writing my book while I watch the stream. Yeah, go ahead. This is kind of like just like a general working stream for the most part. The next stream where there's gonna be probably more chat participation is once I start doing the actual like designs for the characters. Do the official designs for all the characters. So we'll think about Quincy's backstory. Or just character, or like... You deny my purpose, Michael? What do you mean I deny your purpose? I do not deny your purpose. It's just, it's not 100% official because not everyone has agreed on said designs. Plus, I think I mentioned this kind of like offhandedly before, but like I have a very specific like idea for what they wear when they are outside just because of how harsh the UV sun conditions are. Like, sure, there's some characters that are tanner just because they expose more skin, but the problem is, like, actually being outside in the sun is actually pretty dangerous, so they have to be pretty careful about what they wear when they are outside. So I was thinking of doing research into what people in the desert wear, kind of, or like, what would be the best type of clothes for a post-apocalyptic setting where the world, like, most of the world has become just like a massive furnace. You know? Kind of desert-ish. I think I lost the journal that I'm writing in. No! That's the worst! Yeah, but Katiana is badass. No, yeah, she's great. She's cool. Pretty crazy. She's gonna be a fun character to write. But we gotta get hijabs? No, not specifically that. I want to create something that's specific to this world. But I, like, you know, when I was looking at, like, desert clothing, it's, like, mostly light-colored clothing that's, like, made out of cloth, you know, and they usually cover up every inch of their skin because, like, it's better to cover your skin rather than let it just be exposed, you know? I'm not thinking of that specifically, though there's probably some characters that probably would wear it. Just because cultures tend to prevail for a while, regardless of world situations. No, my Wi-Fi? Me too, my Wi-Fi. My stream's been kind of on and off recently. I don't know why. So it might just not be your Wi-Fi. Could also just be my stream in general. Okay, we gotta think about Quincy though. Who is this guy? Where are you, Quincy? I need to think about... It have to be something that Cleo trusts, so probably also... serious, but probably not as serious. Do we need another evil person? I found it? Hey, nice! Maybe a name for the other evil organization leader? There's 3 in total. We've come up with names for 2 of them. We need a last one. Wi-Fi is back? Nice. Do we need more evil people? I did answer your question earlier, but I think your Wi-Fi wasn't working. We need a name for the next organization leader. The last organization leader. Macintosh the architect? What is this? Name and character traits or just name? Name for now, and then we can probably come up with character traits and personality after. Muraka Tomioka, here's a name? Oh. Oh! Whoops, wait, what? No, I lost the song I was listening to. Wait, Mukura? Yoka? I will make more names if you want me to. Yeah, let's come up with some more names. I got my nose. Okay. Any more name suggestions are welcome. So I think I'll make a character sheet for Quincy and then start on that probably. Put it under here. And then put down this here. Steven Steele, Nartsky, Vinsky. Maybe Nartsky, Vinsky. Maybe. How many names do you want? However many you can come up with. Or like however many you wish you would like to share. I don't know. Is there any name that you're like dead set on, or any of you guys have a name that you guys like? Alexander Peter? That's another name we could also choose. Brain Blast? Oh my gosh. Do you guys have any names from any of the ones that were suggested that you like? I just realized I need to wrap up stream soon. I think I like Nertsky Vinsky or Alexander Peter. Which one do you guys like more? I'll choose the last name for the last evil organization leader and then probably end it there. I need to wrap up. Zin Winston? Off to the vote! Should I put them in a vote? Wait! We only have like 3 people here. What if you guys all vote different things? Oh, we got your Queen Serval votes for Queen Alexander. Bees Warmer, Soul Dipper. Which one do you guys like? And then I'll be making an announcement after we make this vote. Should I put it in a poll? Which name? Yeah, Alex, Ander, Peter, and then Artsky, Vinsky? I don't know if I spelled that right. Well, I don't know if I said that. I spelled that right, but there you go. Votes now. Vote now! Or forever hold your silence. I'll leave it up for like a minute. Even though there's only 3 people. I'll leave it up for a minute anyways. Vote or thy punishment is death. No. Yeah, I love Alexander's theme, Rise from Final Fantasy 14. I don't think I've met an Alexander in Final Fantasy 14. Has it been a minute? I don't know if it's been a minute. I'm waiting a little longer. One more minute. So when pull one of these days? Alright, I'll end. So, Alexander Peter it is for our last evil organization leader. Oh, that's not working. Alright. Okay, and then we'll just wrap up things there. I'll probably be working on this over the weekend. Figure out who these other 2 characters are. So you guys can look at that if you wish to. I don't know if it will get done over this weekend, but like... I'll work on it, like, eventually. But basically... It is time for my announcement, chat. I know some of you guys have been excited, but this isn't any exciting news, unfortunately. This isn't any exciting news. Wait! Why are you saying wait? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? I know, Beast Warmer, no excitingness. I need advice? Alright, before I say my announcement, what is the advice you need? I'm all ears. No rocking, shaking, eating, munching. Calm down, it's not anything too serious either. Don't worry. I have no idea what I need to do for chapter 5 of my book. Well, what happened in chapter 4? Do you have any outline for your story? What happened in the last chapter? I just introduced the main villain. Did they fight? Or did they not know that the villain's the villain? What happened at the end of the chapter? Like, they got introduced to the villain, but how'd they get introduced to the villain? Also, I'm assuming this is still at the beginning of the story, right? I can't put this away now. The villain killed the love interest's dad? Oh my god. And that's where it ended? Wait, I haven't given my advice yet. Hold on, Beastwarmer. It's not announcement time yet. I'm waiting to see what happens so that I can give advice. Hold on! I'm giving advice before my announcement and then before the end of stream. We got some ideas for some of the villains, but I'll definitely work on it more since this is a shorter stream. Shift the story to Discord now. Calm down, Soul Dipper. They will share their story if they want to. I didn't get to fight because the villain got away. Okay. Okay. So... they got introduced to the main villain. Main villain killed the love interest's dad. So the next chapter should deal with the fallout of what happens. Like how the characters react to that death. And then what they do. What they want to do in reaction to the death. Like, are they gonna go after the villain? Or are they not gonna go after the villain? Like, are they able to? Are they gonna try to look for the villain? Are they gonna try to figure out why the villain did what they did? Like, these are all questions you should be asking yourself. You need to figure out basically what they're gonna do in reaction to what this villain did. And how that's gonna affect how the story progresses, basically. They're not able to? Okay. So, if they're not able to, why are they not able to? Like, what do they do in this chapter in reaction to the father's death, given that they can't do this? Like, they can't go after the villain for whatever reason. You know? Because obviously, after a big death, you're gonna have reactions from the characters or from the people around the characters. And then, like, you have to think about how this ties on to the overall plot and its importance in the story. Like, what is this part in the story supposed to accomplish, basically? I got an idea. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I was just basically just asking some questions that you had to be thinking about, so I didn't really do much, but I'm glad you got an idea now. Okay, but on to my announcement before I end stream for the day. Basically, I've been doing a lot of work off stream, and a lot of really cool streams on stream all this time, and I've been taking care of a lot of just stuff IRL as well, outside of streaming. So basically, your forest guardian needs a break. Basically, your forest guardian needs a break. So I'm gonna be taking a week break off starting next week. From Monday until Sunday, I will be on break. I will be trying to upload shorts throughout that time. But that's basically what the announcement is. Dang, for real? Yeah, I just need a break because I feel like my brain juices aren't flowing as they should be. And there's a couple of projects that I kind of want to work on off stream, but haven't really had time to work on it just because of my daily forest guardian duties and just like other stuff that I've had to take care of. So that's why I'm just taking a week break next week. But I'll keep you guys updated with stuff. I'm not gonna be going completely offline. I'll still be chatting in the Discord sometimes, and maybe posting shorts occasionally. But yeah, that's basically what the announcement is. I thought I should tell you guys during a stream. And then I'll also make sure to post it in the community tab on YouTube so people know. And don't panic and are like, where are the streams? Don't worry, I will be coming back. I have an idea for a stream that I really want to do that I'll probably show for the first time next week. So, or not next week, next week when I come back from my break. So I hope you guys look forward to the stuff I'm cooking up, basically. Okay, cool. Go watch anime or something. Catch up on that shit. Don't worry. I've been catching up on stuff, kind of. Catch up on One Piece. I haven't even started One Piece. But yeah, thank you for wishing me a good break. I'm just gonna go forest bathe. I'm gonna bathe in the light of the sun. Wait, Maelo, want me to send your announcement and the schedule on the community tab? No, it's okay. I'm gonna make a separate post myself. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, I will let people know. I'll also post it on Discord and on Twitter. Watch Nemesis Blue? Spend the entire summer? Oh, that's true. You're right. I'll give it's a movie, right? I'll give it a watch and give you my thoughts afterwards. Okay, with that being said, thank you so much to everyone who joined me on today's stream. Thank you for sharing your ideas with me and for sticking with me in this kind of working stream where I've been working a little bit on fleshing out some other villain characters that we have and then coming up with ideas for other ones. With that being said, thank you to everyone who came by today. Thank you. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day or night. And I will be seeing you all next week after my break. I will still be cooking, even though I will be resting. I'll also be cooking a couple of things as well in preparation for when I come back. So I hope you guys look forward to that. This is a threat? Okay, I promise I will watch MSS Blue, don't worry. Okay, I will see you all next time, I guess. Thank you for visiting my corner of the forest. See you all after the break. Bye-bye!